What is up, guys? In today's video we have a brand new Fortnite update, and this is the first significant update in Fortnite in about a month or so it is super exciting. As always, if you guys do find this video helpful or informative, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, and comment down below what you think of the changes in this update. And as of the time you watch this video, if you're watching it when it just came out, I'm probably live on Twitch or will be live on Twitch soon. So if you want to watch me live, talk about the game, talk about the update, it'll be linked down in the description down below. So the first thing we got added in today's update, or the most significant thing we got added in today's update, is going to be the Falcon Scout. This is the bird that was shown in the Chapter 4 launch trailer. It works similar to a recon drone in other games. You can fly around and ping opponents, you can ping areas on the map, you can even pick up loot and carry it back to yourself. I'm actually super interested to see if you can grab your teammates' reboot cards this way. I think that would be really interesting because maybe your teammates are fighting a team, you get out of there. It stinks you have to go back for the cards, but if you fly this bird in and get the reboot card, that would be pretty cool. And then it does have a caw ability that will allow you to ping everyone within a certain radius. So it'll be kind of similar to a less efficient flare gun. If you guys remember the firework gun from last chapter, you would shoot it into the sky, it would go off, and then everybody within the radius would be pinged. Whereas with this bird, you would have to launch it, control it, go into that animation and lose control of your character, do the call ability, and then you have everybody within a certain radius pinged. Could be useful, but it's definitely high risk, high reward when it comes to that sort of thing. I don't really think I'll be carrying this in solos or even duos, but maybe in squads or trios when you have more inventory spots to kind of spread out some of these situational items to the team. I think it could be kind of useful in that situation. And then you also have your teammates to potentially protect you while you are in this bird. And if this is available in zero build tournaments, I think it will be incredibly overpowered for those really stacked end games. The next thing that we got added in today's update is going to be the Deku Smash. This one was kind of random. I was not expecting to see this return. We had it early on in Winterfest, but it was disabled due to a bug. They fixed that bug in this update, and then I guess they brought it back just because it didn't get to really have its time because it came out during Epic's break and then it was just broken. So the Deku Smash is back. Not really sure how I feel about that one. I really didn't mind seeing it leave the game personally. It's just not an item that I really enjoy using or playing against. So that'll be back for who knows how long. We also got several new augments in today's update. We got Peely's Plunder. Receive a treasure map that will lead you to buried treasure. So this is basically identical to the treasure map item we had in the past, but it'll be an augment now. Don't really see myself taking this. Even if I'm kind of down bad on loot, I don't really see myself using this. It could maybe be useful if you're coming off reboot or something like that, but just loot rarity isn't the biggest deal to me. I don't really want to go out of my way looking for treasure, and I was never really a big fan of those treasure maps back in the day anyways. We do have the shockwave hammer and the shockwave bow now, so you might be able just to get there incredibly fast or get to your destination incredibly fast and get that loot. I know a lot of people doing that in Chapter 3 Season 1 when we had the Spideys, I think. I think they had Spideys in the treasure map in the game at the same time at one point, and people would just Spidey to the treasure really quickly, and it worked out kind of well. The next augment sounds ridiculous. This is going to be Shotgun Striker. Your shotgun fire will give you siphon upon hitting opponents. So for those of you who don't know what siphon is, because whenever I've talked about this on stream, a lot of people don't know what it is. This is a mechanic that was in the game that when you eliminated an opponent, you got 50 health or shield, depending on what you needed, upon the elimination. So if you had 80 white health and no shield when you killed the person, you would be at 130 after that. You would just get 50. It would fill white first, and then the rest would go to shield. I assume this isn't going to be 50 health of siphon every time you shoot somebody, but imagining it's relative to the amount of damage you do, if you hit them for 34, you get 34 shield back. I think this could be incredibly broken. I'm hoping it's a small amount, and I'm someone who loved the siphon mechanic, but the siphon mechanic was when you killed someone, you got HP. Cool. You didn't have people accumulating HP over the course of a fight, If the health you got was directly proportional to the damage you did, if you did 90, you got 90 back. I just think that would be broken over the course of the fight. And this would be really insane combined with the Maven auto shotgun, depending on how much siphon you get. If it's just 5 per shot, it's really not that big of a deal. But if it's any decent amount of health per shot, I definitely think this combined with the Maven auto shotgun will be a really insane combo. The next augment is also going to be a siphon augment. It is rarity check. Get siphon upon eliminations with common and uncommon weapons. So if you use a white or a green weapon and you kill somebody with it, you'll get siphon. This is an interesting augment because up until now, we really haven't had any reason to use lower rarity items. There's just you always take the higher rarity. But some items rarity I don't think is that big of a deal. Like the rarity of my red eye doesn't really matter to me. The only weapon rarity I really care about is shotgun. Shotguns usually have a significant damage change per rarity increase. But most weapons like ARs and SMGs is only like 1 to 2 damage per like rarity increase. So I definitely could see this rarity check augment being pretty good combined with the red eye, maybe with the scar, maybe with like the tactical pistol. And it also depends on how much siphon you get. If it's 50 health siphon, I could see that being good. If it's like 10 to 15, I don't really think I would take it. So both of these siphon augments, I think, have potential to be really good and potentially change how you play, depending on how much siphon you get from it. I'm not sure why they didn't just come out and tell us how much siphon it is, but I will have a video later this week. If these augments are like super busted and worth using, I'll definitely make a video on them after I've gotten a chance to play with them. The next augment is going to be 0 chance. Temporarily gain the 0-point dash ability each time you break an enemy shield. If you guys played last chapter, we had the 0-point fish in the game. Also, some of the Halloween candy gave the 0-point effect. I think it was the jelly beans. Or maybe it was a pretzel. Yeah, I think it was a 0-point pretzel. But basically, this is just a dash ability. You like double hit your jump button and then in the direction you want to go, and then you dash that direction. Could be interesting. I don't really see myself using this one too much. I wasn't a huge fan of the 0-point ability, and I don't like abilities that just randomly happen like this. Like if I have an ability, I want it to be consistent. That way I can be used to having it. And that's going to kind of come into play with the next one too. Danger Hero. Briefly regenerate health and gain movement speed when your shield breaks. So your shield breaks, you generate health kind of, briefly. Okay, that's fine. But gaining movement speed when your shield breaks, I'm not sure how I feel about that. It could be helpful if you're running from somebody. But if you're actively in a fight, like strafing, that increase of movement speed could throw your aim off. It would be nice if you were just always moving that fast, but if you're in a fight and you're kind of used to your movement speed and then you just randomly start moving faster because your shield is broken, I feel like that is going to be really weird. If any of you guys played Call of Duty back in the day, Modern Warfare 3 had Specialist, and one of the perks was Stalker, and this made it to where you strafed faster. And if you got your Specialist bonus, meaning you got all the perks in the game, it was very jarring to go from not having Stalker to randomly having it in the middle of the game. But if you just started off with Stalker and you didn't have to randomly adjust to it in the middle of the match, it just felt so much more natural to me. So I don't like things that randomly change my movement speed or randomly give me abilities, especially when I'm in the middle of a fight. There's also a few bug fixes in this update. The most notable ones are obviously going to be the Deku Smash. That bug getting fixed and re-added. The mantle bug where you get flung across the map and die has been fixed. And then the sprint bug has also been fixed in this update where you just randomly can't sprint. Slap juice now works with animals, so if you break a slap juice barrel, that effect will affect your animal as well, giving it unlimited sprint for a period of time. That's a huge buff to animals. If you're someone who likes using them, definitely break those barrels. And maybe even the animals can eat the berries because they could eat clomberries last chapter. And NPCs can now ride in the car with you in the passenger seats. Previously, they wouldn't. They would just have to teleport to your location. But that is going to be it for today's update. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below of the Falcon Scout, the new augments we got, the Deku Smash being back. I know some of you or all of you are going to be super happy to see those bug fixes. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. And like I said, I will be live on Twitch as you're watching this video if you're watching it when it's new or shortly after the time this video comes out. I'll see you guys there. Thanks for watching. Cannon Hammer. I was about to say, I'm so confused on why they're going over there. Like, I thought for sure it wasn't in the zone. But I was like so confused on why they were going over there, and then I was kind of starting to second guess myself on whether or not it was in zone, but I didn't want to ping it because the ping would like block my view.